is now on the air.
Welcome to Anaheim, California for BlizzCon 2011, the most intense gaming convention on the planet.
What up, BlizzCon?
Gaming enthusiasts have traveled from all over the world. Tickets sold out in seconds. And now, through DirecTV, you've got an all-access pass to everything BlizzCon. 2 days filled with 20 hours of live coverage in HD and commercial-free. Get ready to celebrate the world of Blizzard Entertainment. Warcraft, StarCraft, and Diablo. We'll celebrate and honor Blizzard's 20th anniversary of gaming excellence. You'll be front row center for the opening ceremony.
Good morning, fellow gamers.
The costume and dance contests hosted by comedian Jay Moore.
For the Horde!
Delight in fierce tournament play as the best gamers in the world battle for BlizzCon supremacy. And watch the StarCraft 2 final live as it happens.
I feel like I've been watching two men punch each other for several days straight.
You'll sit in on developer panels and learn their insider secrets. Go on a rare behind-the-scenes tour of the Blizzard Entertainment campus. And you'll have a front row ticket to the ultimate closing concert, Foo Fighters. Plus, interact with hosts Jeff Keighley and Kat Hunter live on the air. Enthusiasm and excitement reign supreme at the mecca for dedicated gamers worldwide. The world's most passionate gamers have come together in Anaheim, California. The big day is here. Anticipation is high as we get set for an extraordinary television event. It's BlizzCon live on DirecTV.
26,000 fans have come from all around the world to one place, Anaheim, California, and BlizzCon 2011. They've come in costume, and they've come with tons of excitement around what announcements Blizzard Entertainment, one of the biggest game studios in the world, will make in front of all their fans in just about a half hour from now. Early this morning, the fans came into the hall to be the first to experience the latest announcements for the big three Blizzard franchises. Diablo 3 and the Sanctuary, a world of dark fantasy, StarCraft 2, the new Heart of the Swarm expansion with Kerrigan, and brand new announcements for World of Warcraft that are coming up in the opening ceremony. Lots of rumors of a brand new expansion pack about to be revealed live right here on DirecTV and online as part of the virtual ticket. Hey everybody, it's Jeff Keighley and welcome to our live coverage of BlizzCon 2011. Our fourth year here on DirecTV. Thank you for joining us. I'm here as always with the lovely Kat Hunter. Kat, great to see you again.
It's great to see you. This is a great year to be at BlizzCon. I mean, every year it's like it's Diablo year, it's StarCraft year. Last year we weren't sure whose year it was, but this year all three IPs are going to be represented significantly.
Absolutely, and we have wall-to-wall coverage for you guys over today and tomorrow with tons of panels, tons of great announcements, gameplay demos, interviews live here on set, and of course that amazing closing concert by the Foo Fighters. So we've got two fun-filled days. I know many people are joining us right now on the Audience Network because we're going to show you the opening ceremony for free, both on air and online.
Absolutely.
But if you want to stay around for all that live coverage later today and tomorrow, including 4 channels online, you have to buy the BlizzCon virtual ticket. But as you said, Kat, this year is the year to do it because there's big announcements coming for all three of the main franchises.
This is the year. Blizzard has been saving up to find out. Blizzard has been saving up for this year to tell us all of the news that they wanted to tell us. So with Diablo, with StarCraft 2, Heart of the Swarm, and we expect probably a new WoW expansion pack today, everything is going to be announced this year.
All right, Kat, well, you're saying it, so it must be true. There's lots of panels, and of course, that opening ceremony, which is coming up at the top of the hour. That'll be Mike Morhaime live on stage. and also Chris Metzen making lots of big announcements in front of these fans. And as you mentioned, Kat, I think we're going to expect some pretty big announcements and previews coming in from that. So as you mentioned, rumors of Warcraft expansion. We're going to hear more about the StarCraft 2 expansion, Heart of the Swarm, and also Diablo 3, which is in an open beta right now for the fans on Battle.net, and it's coming in early 2012. So that'll be the next big Blizzard release.
Hey, have you been playing the beta at all?
I have. It's a lot of fun,
It is
Kat.
actually a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I'm a little addicted.
Yeah, so people are going to be excited about that and obviously get a chance to play all 3 of the games here. Now let's take a look at what we're going to be doing today live on DirecTV and all the amazing coverage we're going to bring to you guys on DirecTV. So it's going to start with the opening ceremony, as I mentioned. That's coming up at 2 o'clock Eastern at the top of the hour. Mike Morheim and Chris Metzen will be on stage showing some amazing new trailers, some big announcements. That's where we expect the announcement of the new World of Warcraft expansion to be made in front of all the fans. So that's coming up, and we'll bring that to you live, commercial-free, and in high definition here on Spike, or on DirecTV, of course, exactly. So let's talk about what we can expect from the announcements here. We've got, obviously, the World of Warcraft expansion. There haven't been a lot of leaks this year about what we can expect from the Warcraft expansion. There was a name that leaked this summer that people thought was maybe a trademark filing on the part of Blizzard. But what do you know, Kat? What can you tell us?
Well, I mean, you know, Blizzard debunked immediately the fact that that was the name, but, you know, who knows, right? We're going to find out soon. But mathematically, this is the year that we're going to hear about the expansion. And since after
mathematically, you've determined this?
I've determined this. And since right after this, we have a big World of Warcraft panel, I think it's no-brainer. That's what we're getting ready to see.
We have 2 World of Warcraft panels going to play.
And the important thing is, you did bring up a very good point. We have not had major leaks this year. This is the first time we haven't had everything leaked before the show,
We can leak
which
it right
is
now,
pretty
Kat.
significant.
You ready?
No, we're not going to leak it right now.
All right. That's not part of the virtual ticket, right?
Okay, yes.
All right, so yes, we'll obviously probably have an announcement of a brand new World of Warcraft expansion. But also, I expect they're going to also touch on StarCraft and Diablo as well, right?
Absolutely. We haven't heard a lot about Heart of the Swarm. We have heard some, but this is the year that we're going to really get the details we want to hear.
And we've also got the preview panel that's coming up immediately after the opening ceremony. This, as you mentioned, Kat, is a 90-minute panel where we expect the team behind World of Warcraft to really give us in-depth insight into what we can expect from this brand new expansion pack that is expected to be announced. Tom Chilton, Corey Stockton, and Greg Street will all be on stage. They'll be going through a very extensive presentation that sort of will expand on what's announced in the opening ceremony, and then they'll be taking questions from the audience. And of course, if you guys want to tweet us here live at the DirecTV desk, a lot of these guys will be coming by to answer your viewer questions as well. So lots of news and information in that World of Warcraft panel, but then we're going to go on to a second World of Warcraft panel right after that, Kat, which only reinforces how big this announcement is going to be for World of Warcraft fans. This is going to be the Class Talent System panel.
Exactly. Now, if you look at what our talent trees look like right now, there is a question: is it extensible past 85? And the fact that we have a whole panel dedicated to it, I think, speaks to the fact that we're going to see some major changes.
Absolutely, yes. So we're going to hear them get it, and Greg and Tom are going to be busy. They're doing 2 panels back to back here. So this Class Talent System panel will be what we will be displaying immediately following the World of Warcraft preview panel. So lots of Warcraft news, and as we know, Blizzard usually, when they make an announcement, they actually make these games playable for the fans. So whatever's announced for World of Warcraft will probably be here and playable as well, right?
They will be. So as soon as we're not live on the air, I think we should head over there and try to get a little peek-see.
Get a sneak peek. Get a camera over there if we can. All right. Now, after that, there are other big announcements, as we mentioned. Other franchises will be covered, and StarCraft is going to be a big part of our coverage here on DirecTV Live. StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm will be coming out in the future, and we're going to go to a panel a little bit later today at 6:15, which is a panel that will give an overview of the multiplayer. A lot of talk about Heart of the Swarm, that it's not just an expansion in terms of new story and new missions. There'll be new units, and there's a lot of talk already online this morning that some units may be removed even from Heart of the Swarm.
I think we should expect to see units removed and units added. We're going to be able to talk to Dustin Browder about that and exactly how that's going to affect both the pro scene and the amateur scene.
All right, well, we look forward to more information on StarCraft multiplayer, and I think also the campaign as well. They'll be talking about that in another panel that you guys can watch online as part of our virtual ticket. We'll have our main stage coverage on TV, but online, you, the viewer, actually get to select which panel you want to see from any of the panels going on. So 4 different channels on the BlizzCon.com virtual ticket, which is included as part of your package. Now, after StarCraft 2 multiplayer, we're going to move on to Diablo 3. As we mentioned, that game is in beta right now. Lucky fans on Battle.net are getting a chance to play it. It'll be coming out early in 2012. But there's something brand new they'll be talking about today, which was announced a little while ago, which is the auction house, which is amazing. It's literally an eBay for fans inside of the game world, where they get to trade items with gold or with real dollars, right?
It is. They just announced the PayPal partnership as part of the auction house, and there's been a lot of heat around this. Some people are very excited, some people are very confused. I think we're going to get all the details today to help answer some of those questions we've been having about what the auction house
actually is. And if we don't get the answers, we'll bring Jay to our stage and ask the tough questions that you guys want to know. So as we mentioned, an amazing panel. The entire Diablo 3 team will be here, including Jay Wilson. They'll be answering and talking about what we can expect from gameplay and the auction house for Diablo 3, which is coming a lot sooner than I think some people think, right?
It is. You know, everyone was hoping it was going to be this year. They just announced it is pushed to early 2012, but the beta's going really well. I hope a lot of you are able to play it right now and that you're having as much fun as I am. But the auction house really
Rub
is
it
a
in,
hot
Kat,
topic
for all those
this
that don't have the beta, right?
If you're not playing it, you're just not anybody. No, I'm totally kidding.
Well, you get to at least watch a lot of great Diablo 3 gameplay today.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure there'll be some new footage and new information coming out.
Absolutely.
All the classes are now announced, so there won't be any announcement like that at BlizzCon, which is something we've had, I think, literally the past 4 years.
4 years, exactly.
There's been a Diablo 3 class announcement, but this year there's even bigger announcements coming out.
And people who are on the show floor are going to be playing the Diablo 3 beta. That is what is going to be on the show floor today. So you're going to have 26,000 people have the opportunity to hop in and give some feedback.
All right, well, so we've got big news on all 3 of the big franchises coming your way live today on DirecTV. And then later tonight, the fun continues because funny man Jay Moore is back again. You're not co-hosting this year, Kat, but is the costume contest live on the main stage. This is always an amazing experience. It's at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. We're going to give you live, uninterrupted coverage of these amazing costumes. When I was checking into the hotel last night, I saw someone wheeling in some kind of costume in a garbage bag on a luggage cart. I mean, people go all out for these costumes. There are mechanical elements sometimes. There's the dance contest, which is pretty crazy. So it seems every year I think people are not going to top the previous year, and somehow someone comes up with something which is animatronic or lights up, or you get any inside word on what we're going to expect costume-wise, Kat?
Actually, I haven't seen any of it. I do know that the girl who won last year definitely has been working all year on her costume, so we should expect to see something. We should expect to see something amazing from her for sure.
She's going to have to top herself. All right, well, that is coming up tonight. We've got Jay Moore, the costume, and the dance contest live on DirecTV. Now, an important part of our coverage is social media and involving you guys as the viewers in our live coverage here on DirecTV. So if you have a question or something you want Kat and I to cover, you can tweet us, and we'll be online all day on our computers.
Right here.
I'm at Jeff Keighley, and Kat is at Kat Hunter. So send us your questions. We have all the big guests from Blizzard coming on the stage live. Mike Morheim will be here immediately following the opening ceremony. Chris Metzen's first interview will be here with Kat and I. So if there's something you wonder about in the opening ceremony and you have a tough question, well, send it to us. We will make sure to ask Chris and make you guys a part of the conversation here at BlizzCon.
Very important.
There's going to be a lot of big news, so I'm sure tons of questions over the next few days.
I am so excited. I don't know how to say it. I don't know if I'm allowed to be excited on TV, but I am looking forward to this year more than any year so far.
Well, as I look around, there's tons of excitement. The fans are streaming in here, getting ready for the opening ceremony, and BlizzCon is a lot more than just this desk here. We've got a lot of exciting things happening out in the field, and right now we want to introduce you to our correspondent who is going to be all around BlizzCon the next 2 days, bringing you the sights, sounds, and smells of this show. It's Adrian Curry. Adrian, how you doing? What's going on out there?
I am good, guys. Thank you. I am actually standing outside of a replica of a 2-ton, 12-foot tall orc warrior mounted on a wolf. Actually, they have the real one outside of Blizzard's offices, which I have been very honored to see in person. It was rocking, it was rad. There's so much to cover here today, from Diablo 3, which I must say I have beaten the beta already, to the new StarCraft, the new announcements for World of Warcraft. Me and my guild are literally shaking in our boots for that. And we've got Jay Moore, who's going to be hosting the costume contest later. And I will be interviewing random people who I actually think their costumes are quite righteous. And I will stop them and I will ask them what it took and how long it took to make these elaborate things. I'm so excited. I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm doing my pee-pee dance here, because all we have is cinematic everything around me. Right now I've got World of Warcraft everything playing next to me. I believe right now is the Cataclysm cinematic, but this is awesome, and I cannot wait to see the opening and get into the groove. We got a long 2 days of epicness. Back to you guys.
2 days of epicness indeed. I cannot wait to see what we're going to hear here in the opening ceremony, Kat. And,
Here.
Yes, here, and Adrian will be all around the floor over the next 2 days checking out. I mean, they're amazing exhibitors. There's the Blizzard store that I know you're intimately involved in, so we got a lot of cool items we'll be able to show off to people.
Yeah.
Lots of cool vendors showing things. So it's about the games, but it's also about the Blizzard culture.
It is. It's the whole experience. It's our partners who are here. There's definitely sponsors. We're going to be able to see the StarCraft 2 tournament actually in 3D at the LG booth, which is pretty amazing. I want to step over there and watch that.
Yeah,
sure.
they have a 3D experience, which we know is pretty exciting. So we'll see 3D tournaments. We'll get to that in a little bit with Kim Pham. But one thing we're going to talk about right now is the amazing opening ceremonies. And for those of you that haven't seen a BlizzCon opening ceremonies before, well, you're in store for some pretty excited fans and some pretty big announcements. Right now, let's take a look at what happened last year at the BlizzCon opening ceremony.
What up, BlizzCon? This word, guys, this word is power. This word is identity. This is our word.
This took about a year of planning, and I worked almost every day for the last 6 months on it.
And if they keep coming, I will never stop killing.
We're here at BlizzCon showing off World of Warcraft Lich King in 3D. We're showing off StarCraft 2 3D.
You can do it! For the Horde!
So we've had a bunch of guys up on stage. Some guys are traditionally sketch, some doing all digital stuff. It's a nice chance to get fans to actually see a little bit more about what goes on behind the scenes.
Archmage is in trouble. Archmage has been surrounded. Will go down. Breath of Fire. GG called defeat. Remind is the grand champion for Warcraft 3 of BlizzCon 2010.
That was BlizzCon 2010, but now it's BlizzCon 2011 with the fans already in costume here. And for those of you who are watching this on the Audience Network, we are bringing you the opening ceremony of BlizzCon free, but if you want to get all 2 days of our extensive coverage in high definition and commercial free, including that online pass with 4 channels of coverage. You'll have to subscribe to the BlizzCon virtual ticket, and it's going to be well worth it today. You get all those amazing panels, and at the end, you get a little treat. You get a full concert by the Foo Fighters.
You do. It's more than a little treat. And also, if you buy the virtual pass ticket and you go to the Blizzard online store, you can go ahead and buy a BlizzCon t-shirt and poster during the show for the first time ever.
And what about that in-game pet, Kat?
And you get the in-game pet, which I think we're going to be showing you guys some video footage later today. It's pretty awesome. It's a Diablo version of Murky.
All right, cool. Always love to give away that in-game pet, the concert, all the Blizzard goodness. There's a lot of exciting things that are going to be happening over the next 2 days, so please join us for that virtual ticket. One of the exciting things that you're going to see later today are the tournaments at BlizzCon. Blizzard is known for incredible esports and competitive games, and joining us now is a good friend of BlizzCon, Kim Pham. Great to have you back with us again this year. Kim, you are an expert in all things Blizzard esports, and we were talking last night, it sounds like these are going to be some of the best tournaments we've ever seen at BlizzCon this year.
It is. I'm so excited to be here. It's good to see you guys.
Good to see
Cat
you.
Scratch, G-Slice.
Bunny.
Bunny. You know what? The only difference is there's no World of Warcraft, there's no Warcraft 3 tournament this year. So
finally retired the Warcraft 3.
I've retired as a shoutcaster. I'm no longer shoutcasting, but
you'll
that's
be in the costume contest, right?
Oh. Maybe.
No,
that was supposed to be a secret. You just gave that away.
We're going to keep her busy.
Keep you busy. Well, it's right, because you will be prepping. I understand even after tonight, like the costume and dance contest, there's tournaments going on until like midnight tonight. Why don't you give us kind of an overview of what we can expect? So obviously StarCraft is going to be a big part of what's happening, right?
Right. So there's actually only 2 tournaments that are taking place. It is World of Warcraft Arena Tournament and the StarCraft 2 Invitational Tournament. But we do have a treat. We have the Global Finals here this weekend as well. So that's actually 2 tournaments and 1 match that is really exciting to watch, and we'll get into that. But I'm so excited. You're definitely right. It's going to be some amazing games this weekend.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the World of Warcraft tournament. There's going to be some big World of Warcraft news coming out in the opening ceremony, which is happening in literally about 10 minutes. But Kim, what can we expect in the World of Warcraft tournament? What's at stake here?
So the World of Warcraft tournament is pretty much the same as far as it's a 3v3 arena tournament. The only difference is they actually changed the format up. So it's 2 phases now. It's actually, the first phase is a round robin. They invited 10 teams out here from 5 different regions. And then the second phase is a single elimination championship bracket.
Okay.
And unfortunately, the 2 teams from China didn't make it. So it's back to 8 teams as it originally was, but they didn't want to change the bracket. So it's actually going to be round robin.
Okay, so round robin format. We will see these 8 teams going head to head in the World of Warcraft tournament, and big money at stake as always at these tournaments.
Oh yeah, I think it's like $75,000 for the first place winner in World of Warcraft.
That's kind of a big amount of money.
It's a lot. You got to share it with 3 people, but I don't mind. I wouldn't mind doing that.
That's not bad at all.
Last year's WoW tournament ended up in big drama, and we were here until late in the night. It was really a crazy match. It'll be interesting to see what happens this year.
Yeah, they changed it up a bit for the tournament to prevent that. They actually put a debuff now. There's a healing debuff. So after 15 minutes in the game, there's the debuff of the healing happens so that you don't have players just standing there playing forever until the end of the game.
Right.
A debuff.
A debuff, a healing debuff.
All right, a healing debuff.
Got to keep things moving, Jeff Keighley.
No turtling. You got to go there and fight.
All right, well, we will have some healing debuff coming later today. Now, StarCraft 2 obviously is out now. It's a big sensation. People love playing this game competitively. There is going to be a big StarCraft 2 tournament again this year. Tell us what we can expect out of this one, Kim.
StarCraft is the same format as last year. There's 16 players from 8 different regions who are coming all over the world to come play. It's going to be really exciting. I actually have a feeling I know who's going to win, but I don't want to call it out just yet.
What's the inside word? If I can take some money out in Vegas, who should I be betting on?
He doesn't want to say MVP.
I don't want to say MVP, but I'm going to save him for later. I do think he's going to win, but the person I really am cheering for is Nesty. Nesty is from Korea.
He's been here before, I feel like. Nesty,
no, he hasn't. This is his first international showing.
Wow,
First time ever, so we'll see how he does. I love Nesty, and not just a drink. I
really like him a lot. First time playing outside of Korea, it's here at BlizzCon.
It's here at BlizzCon, and he is considered the best Zerg player in the world.
Right.
Wow.
So I cannot wait to see how he does.
So this will be Zerg versus Terran for that final.
That's what I'm guessing. I'm going to bet that. But, you know, I really think MVP is going to win, but I'm hoping he doesn't because he's going to be in the GSL finals, and that's the next tournament I was
That's
telling you
interesting.
about.
So there are 2 StarCraft tournaments happening. There's the regular tournament, and then there's this GSL tournament. Now, for people that may not be familiar with the differences, what is GSL? What does that mean?
GSL stands for Global StarCraft 2 League, and it's a SC2 tournament that is hosted by GOM TV. It's hosted in South Korea, and it's always played in Korea. And this is the very first time that the grand finals will take place here outside of Korea in Anaheim. So what you're seeing is just the finals, not the entire tournament.
Okay, wow.
And so
both players have come over from Korea, the MVP versus MMA.
Yep, MVP versus MMA, and MVP is without a doubt, probably the best StarCraft 2 player in the world right now. He's a Terran player. He is both in the StarCraft 2 Invitational Tournament and Global Finals. So there's a chance that he may take home 2 major titles this weekend.
He's going to be taking home 6 figures then this weekend.
Oh,
probably,
yeah.
right?
That would be almost $100,000 if he wins first prize in both.
Right.
Wow.
So the only reason he's the best is because Terran is OP, correct?
Not at all. No. I'm not going to say that.
That's great.
MMA is also Terran, so I don't know what that says about that. Both of them are Terran players, but I'm going to cheer for MMA. He's an underdog, but he's actually really good. It's weird to call MMA an underdog, but he's faced MVP before, and he's beaten him before, but everyone is really
So that's a late night tournament tonight, but a lot of money at stake. The global championship for StarCraft 2 will be decided tonight.
Right, it'll be a best of 7. It's going to be on at midnight Eastern Standard Time. So you can watch that on an internet stream for free. So just
for free in standard definition, and the virtual ticket will give you the high definition, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right. Well, there's lots of great things happening on with all things related to the tournaments. And Kim, we can also follow you on Twitter, right? If we have questions for you about the tournaments.
Yes, you can. I will admit I'm a Twitter noob. I just started a Twitter account recently, but I will definitely give you guys updates. And if you have any questions about the esports or any of the interviews, please let me know. I'll do my best to answer them.
All right, well, the countdown is on to the opening ceremony. We've got tournaments and everything coming down the road, but right now we're getting ready for the opening ceremony. But before we go there, let's head on over to Blizzard to hear from Paul Sams about things you may not have known about Blizzard.
All right, well, did you know that if you lined up all of the chairs at BlizzCon, they would extend to 8 miles? I bet you didn't know that BlizzCon takes about 850,000 square feet to accommodate all of the guests as well as all of the different events. That's about the equivalence of 550 homes. Did you know that if you took all the trusses at BlizzCon and you stacked them all up, it would be the equivalent of 7.5 Eiffel Towers? Did you know that it actually takes over 500 Blizzard employees, actually 525 to be exact, to run this huge show? Did you know that over 4,000 hotel room nights are required for BlizzCon? That's over 10 years of hotel room nights. Imagine what you could do with that amount of time at a hotel. A good one. Did you know that 1/4 of the lighting technicians that are working at BlizzCon right now are folks that actually play World of Warcraft? Did you know that over 25 miles of cabling is being used for BlizzCon's lighting and power? Did you know that if you walked from Hall A to Hall D and back, that's a half-mile walk? And did you know that was the last fact? So now, let's get back to BlizzCon.
Thank you very much, Paul Sams. We will see Paul as part of BlizzCon, obviously, but now what we're counting down to is the opening ceremony of BlizzCon 2011. Mike Morheim and Chris Metzen on stage making some big announcements. We expect the ceremony to run about 45 minutes, right?
Yeah, about 45 minutes, and then we'll have Chris on stage right after that where we can ask him more specific questions about what he said.
And what I've heard is that there's going to be a lot of new trailer content, a lot of new things shown. And sometimes at BlizzCon, maybe there's one announcement, one big trailer. This year, it sounds like there's going to be a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, there will be. And whatever trailers that they show during the opening ceremonies, we should expect to be able to see those again in HD on the DirecTV stream. So you will have more than one chance to see them.
Now, there's lots of, rumors online about what will and won't be announced. One thing that Blizzard's been very clear about is its next massively multiplayer experience, codenamed Titan. They're not going to be talking about that here at BlizzCon at all, so you can strike that off the list if you've got a bingo card at home guessing what the rumors are going to be. But we do expect big news on World of Warcraft, the announcement of a new expansion, and of course, StarCraft 2 news and the latest on Diablo 3. So we're going to head on over to the main stage now for the opening ceremonies of BlizzCon 2011. Enjoy the show here on DirecTV.